Dear learner, I welcome you all in MOOC course on Principles of Electrical Sciences. Myself, Dr. Sanjay Agarwal, Associate Professor in Electrical Engineering, School of Engineering and Technology, IGNOU, New Delhi. In previous lectures, we have discussed RC series circuit and RLC series circuit. In this session, we are going to discuss series resonance for RLC circuit. So first of all, we are going to discuss about what is a series resonance. So in an RLC series circuit, when circuit current is in phase with the applied voltage, the circuit is said to be in series resonance. Here you can see in the diagram that there are three components, that is resistance, inductance and capacitance are connected in series, and there is a one voltage source are connected across these three components, and the voltage across resistance R is V suffix R, and voltage drop across inductance is V suffix L, and voltage drop across capacitor is V suffix C. This condition is obtained in RL series circuit as shown in figure when this inductive reactance, that is XL, is equal to inductive capacitance, that is XC, or in other words you can write XL minus XC is equal to 0. So for the series resonance, what is the condition? Condition is inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance. So here you also can see that if there is a pure resistance, that means voltage and current will be in same phase. If there is a pure inductor, that means current will lag by 90 degree with the applied voltage. If there is a pure capacitor, then current will lead by 90 degree with respect to voltage. So in this circuit, what is happening? In inductive reactance is equal to the capacitive reactance. So net impedance of the circuit is equal to the resistance of the circuit. That means this circuit will behave like a pure resistive. So what will happen? That means current flowing through this circuit is in phase with the applied voltage. You can say that means I and V will be in phase. So as you know, for this series resonance circuit, what is the impedance? This impedance can be written as R square plus XL minus XC whole square and under root. That means if we are talking about the series resonance, I already told you that XL is equal to XC, that means this XL and XC will be cancelled out. So there will be only pure resistive circuit. So you can say impedance of the circuit is equal to the resistance of the circuit. So what will be the current when there is a series resonance? So as you know, current can be written as voltage divided by impedance, and what is the impedance at the time of series resonance? It is a resistance. So you can say at the time of series resonance, current IR is equal to V upon R. Here you can see in the phasor diagram also. That means because the circuit is behaving as a pure resistive, so this BR voltage and current is in phase, and the voltage across inductance is equal to the voltage across capacitance. So that means VL is equal to VC. So it will be cancelled out. So at series resonance, the opposition to the flow of current is only the resistance of the circuit. So the circuit draws maximum current under this condition. Why? Because if there is no resonance condition, that means at that moment total impedance of the circuit is equal to what? Under root R square plus XL minus XC square. But now it is series resonance, that means XL is equal to XC. So this XL and XC will be cancelled out. So total impedance of the circuit is reduced, and which is equal to the resistance of the circuit. That means if resistance of the circuit is minimum, so current will be what? Current will be maximum, because I is directly proportional to V upon R. So now this R, or you can say this is a impedance Z, it is very less at the time of series resonance. That means current will be maximum. Now we have to understand what is a resonant frequency. So here you can see in the graph, that means the value of XL can be written as XL equal to 2 pi FL. That means this XL is directly proportional to the inductance. Let you assume that this frequency is constant. So here you can see in the graph, that means it is showing the linear behavior. That means as value of the L is changing, that means value of the inductive reactance is also changing. And capacitive reactance can be written as 1 upon 2 pi Fc. That means Xc is inversely proportional to the capacitance of the circuit. So here you can see how the behavior of the Xc in the graph. When frequency increases, the value of the XL increases, whereas the value of Xc decreases as vice versa. Therefore, to obtain series resonance, the frequency is adjusted to the resonant frequency, that it can be written as F suffix R, so that XL is equal to Xc. The condition at point P as shown in the figure, at series resonance XL is equal to Xc, and what is the XL? XL can be written as 2 pi FRL, where this FR is nothing but it is equal to the resonant frequency. Similarly, you can write Xc is equal to 2 pi FRC. So after the solving, you can write that FR is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC, where FR is the resonant frequency in Hertz, and this L and C are the inductance and capacitance, and unit of inductance is a Henry and unit of capacitance are Farad. Now we have to understand effects of series resonance. So first condition is what? At resonance XL is equal to Xc. So impedance of the circuit is minimum because Z is equal to R. So this impedance of the circuit is minimum, or you can say it is equivalent to the resistance of the circuit. Second effect of series resonance is what? Since impedance is minimum, so the circuit current is maximum at the time of resonance, and this current can be written as IR is equal to B upon ZR, and this ZR is equal to basically resistance of the circuit. So this current can be written as IR equal to V upon R. Therefore, series resonance should be avoided in power system. However, in some of the electronic devices such as antenna circuit of radio and TV receiver and tuning circuit, the principles of the series resonance is used to increase the signal voltage and current at desired frequency. And what is that desired frequency? It is a resonance frequency which is written as F suffix R. Since a series resonant circuit has the capability to draw heavy current and power from this means, it is often regarded as a acceptor circuit. Now we have to understand the resonance curve. So here you can see the graph. Resonance curve shows the variation between the current and the frequency. A resonance curve of a typical RLC series circuit has been shown in the figure. Here you can see there is a two resistance R1 and R2, where R2 is greater than R1. It may be noted that current reaches its maximum value at resonant frequency, that is FR, and falling off rapidly on either side of the point. It is because when the value of frequency is lower than resonance frequency, so that is Xc is greater than XL, because as you know Xc is inversely proportional to the frequency and inductive reactance is directly proportional to the frequency. And when the value of frequency is higher than the resonant frequency, at that moment Xc is less than XL. In both the cases, impedance of the circuit, that means if impedance of the circuit without resonance condition is denoted by Z, and impedance of the circuit at resonance is denoted by ZR, so you can say Z is greater than ZR and the value of current decreases. Note that resistance of the circuit also plays its own role. The smaller the resistance, the greater is the current at resonance. Now we have to understand another term, that is called bandwidth. So here you can see in the graph, that is a three frequencies has been shown here, F1, Fr and F2, and on the y-axis the variation of the current has been shown, and at the peak, that means at resonance frequency, that current IR is equal to V upon R, because impedance of the circuit at resonance is equal to the resistance. So at that moment current flowing through that series RLC circuit is equal to V upon R. So the range of frequency over which circuit current is equal to RMS value of current, or you can say equal to 70.7% of maximum current, is known as the bandwidth of a series resonant circuit. So bandwidth basically lies from frequency f1 to f2. So the bandwidth can be, if you want to calculate the bandwidth, that means it can be written as bandwidth equal to f2 minus f1. Figure shows a resonance curve of typical RLC circuit where the circuit current is equal to or greater than 70.7% of maximum current, and this current is IR, can be written as V upon R. The bandwidth, as I already told you, that it can be mathematically calculated by the formula bandwidth equal to f2 minus f1. Here the frequency f1 is called lower cutoff frequency and the frequency f2 is called the upper cutoff frequency. The bandwidth represents the frequency range at which the circuit offers low impedance to the circuit current. So the following points may be noted here. First is, if resonant frequency is not located at the center of upper and lower cutoff frequency, then this resonance frequency can also be expressed by this expression, that means Fr is equal to under root F1 and F2, where F1 and F2 is the lower cutoff frequency and F2 is the upper cutoff frequency. Second point you can note down, that is, when the resonant frequency is located sufficiently near to the center of the two cutoff frequencies and Q of the circuit is 10, then you can write F1 is equal to Fr minus bandwidth divided by 2. Similarly, you can also write F2 equal to Fr plus bandwidth divided by 2. Now another term that we have to understand, that is selectivity. From the resonant curve, it is clear that for smaller resonance, the resonance curve is sharp and flat for the larger resistance. A sharper resonance curve provides a smaller band of the frequency to give reasonable response and hence provide the better selectivity. It also shows that selectivity is reciprocal of the bandwidth. So as you know, bandwidth can be written as f2 minus f1. So how then you can calculate the selectivity is equal to what? Selectivity is equal to 1 upon f2 minus f1, or you can again write selectivity is equal to 1 upon bandwidth. Now we have to understand the Q factor of series resonant circuit. We have seen that at series resonance, the circuit draws the largest current from the mains. This produces a heavy voltage across inductance or capacitance. The factor by which the potential difference across inductance or capacitance increases to that of applied voltage is called the Q factor of series resonant circuit. So Q factor is equal to what? It can be written mathematically is Q factor is equal to voltage across inductor upon applied voltage. So what is the voltage across inductor? It can be written as IR into XL. This IR is what? IR is a current at the time of series resonance, that's why it is denoted by IR. And XL is what? XL is a inductive reactance. So voltage across inductor is what? IR into XL. And what is the applied voltage? Applied voltage can be written as IR multiplied by capital R. So this IR in numerator and denominator will be cancelled out. So Q factor can be written as Q equal to XL upon R. And you know this XL can also be written as omega L, because we are talking about the series resonance. That means this XL can be written as omega R into L divided by resistance. And as you already know that omega R is nothing but it is a 2 pi Fr. This Fr is a resonance frequency, and you know the formula of Fr is equal to what? 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So this omega R can be written as 2 pi multiplied by 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So this 2 pi and 2 pi will be cancelled out. So you will get value of omega R is equal to 1 upon under root LC. So now you can put this value of omega R in expression of the Q factor, that is Q factor is equal to omega R L upon R. So this replace the value of omega R in this expression. So Q factor can be written as L upon R multiplied by 1 upon under root LC. So after the solving, this Q factor can be written as 1 upon R under root L upon C. So the value of Q factor depends entirely upon the design of the coil. That means design of the coil means basically any coil is made of resistance and inductance, which is a part of this RLC series circuit. Now we have to understand the concept of this series resonance with help of some examples. So here just we are taking one example. So according to example, you have to find the resonant frequency, that is omega naught, or you can say F naught, for the given series RLC circuit, and you have to also find the expression for the resonant current. So here you can see in the figure, that means there is three components, that is resistance, inductance and capacitance. All three elements are connected in series. That means it is called series RLC circuit, and there is a applied voltage, that is Vm sin omega t equal to 50 sin omega t is connected across these three components. So due to this voltage source, there will be a one current that will be flow through this resistance, inductance and capacitance. Just you assume that current is small I. So this small I current will flow through this resistance also, will flow through this inductance also, will flow through the capacitance also. So the value of the resistance is given 10 ohm, and value of inductance is given 2 Henry, and value of capacitance is given C equal to 20 microfarad. So what is the condition for resonance? So under series resonance condition, as you know, inductive reactance is equal to capacitive reactance, or you can say XL is equal to XC. So you can write XL is equal to omega L, and XC can be written as 1 upon omega C. So this omega naught can be written as 1 upon under root LC. Now you have a value of inductance, you have a value of capacitance. Just put the value of inductance in capacitance in this expression, that is omega naught is equal to 1 upon under root LC. So value of L is what? 2 Henry, and value of capacitance is 20 microfarad. So this C can be written as 20 into 10 to the power minus 6. So after the solving, you will get the value of omega naught is equal to 0.158 into 10 to the power 3. The F naught can also be written as 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So you have already calculated the value of 1 upon under root LC, and value of this under root LC is what? 0.158 into 10 to the power 3. Now just you put the value of 2 pi, and value of pi is what? 3.14. So after putting all this value, you can calculate the resonance frequency, which is coming equal to 25.16 Hertz. So for this given circuit, now you have to find out the current. That means you have to find the current at the time of series resonance. So as you know, current can be written as I equal to V upon Z. So as you know, at the condition of the series resonance, the total impedance of the circuit is equal to the resistance of the circuit. And what is the resistance of the circuit? That is equal to 10 ohm. So you can write I equal to Vm sin omega t upon R, and Vm sin omega t can be written as 50 sin omega t, and value of resistance is what? 10. So expression for this current can be written as, because this 50 will be cancelled by the 10, so it will become equal to 5. So final expression I can be written as 5 sin omega t, and value of or unit of this current is ampere, as you know. So I can be written as 5 sin omega t ampere. Now we are going to consider second example. So here you can see a circuit as shown in the figure. having a resistance of 5 ohm, an inductance of 0.4 Henry, and variable capacitance in series is connected across 110 volt 50 hertz supply, and you have to calculate. First is the value of capacitance to give resonance. Second, you have to find out the current at the time of resonance. Third, you have to calculate the voltage across inductance, and fourth, you have to calculate voltage across capacitance, and last one, that you have to calculate Q factor of the circuit. So here you can see the value of resistance is given, that is equal to 5 ohm, value of inductance is given, that is 0.4 Henry, and value of C, that is capacitance, is not given, and you have to calculate the value of capacitance when there is a series resonance circuit. So as you know, at resonance condition you can write formula for series resonance F naught equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC, and F naught is already given, that is a 50 hertz. So you have a value of F naught, you have a value of inductance, so you can easily calculate the value of capacitance. So now put all these two value in this expression, that is F naught is equal to 1 upon 2 pi under root LC. So at resonant frequency, capacitance can be written as C equal to 1 upon 4 pi square F naught square into L. So just put the value of F naught. Value of F naught is what? Value of F naught is given as 50 hertz, and value of inductance is given 0.4. So after the solving this particular expression, the value of capacitance that comes equal to 2.53303 into 10 to the power minus 5, or you can say 25.3303 microfarad. So by this means you have calculated the value of the capacitance. Now as you know, at the series resonance condition, what is the value of current? Value of current is equal to I is equal to B upon R, because total impedance of the circuit is equal to the resistance of the circuit. So value of voltage is what? That is a 110 volt, and resistance of the circuit at resonance condition is what? It is equal to 5. So just put the value of voltage is 110, value of resistance is 5. So this can be written as I equal to 110 upon 5, which is equal to 22 ampere. Now you have to calculate the voltage across inductance. So because value of inductance is already given, value of current you have already calculated, so voltage across inductance can be written as I into XL. And XL is what? XL is nothing but it is a inductive reactance, and this inductive reactance can be written as omega L, and this omega L can be written as 2 pi FL. So just put the value of current is what? I equal to 22, 2 pi, that means you can write the value of pi also, it is equal to 3.14. Then frequency of resonant frequency, that is F naught is equal to 50. Value of inductance, that is L equal to what? 0.4 Henry. So after the solving, the voltage across inductance, that is I into XL, comes equal to 2764.60 volt. Now the next parameter that you have to calculate, voltage across capacitance, right? So voltage across capacitance can be calculated as Xc is equal to 1 upon 2 pi Fc. Because you have already calculated the value of the capacitance, you have a value of F naught. So when you will put all the value, you can easily calculate the voltage across capacitance. But by another means by which you can calculate the voltage across capacitance at the time of series resonance. So as you know, at the condition of the series resonance, Xc is equal to XL. That means, and because it is a series circuit, that means current flowing through this circuit is the same, whether it is resistance or inductance or capacitance. That means current flowing through capacitance is same as current flowing through inductance, and value of Xc and XL is also same. That means at the time of series resonance, you can also write voltage across capacitance is equal to voltage across inductance. And voltage across inductance you have already calculated, that is 2764.60. So just put the value here. That means voltage across capacitance is equal to 2764.60 volt. Now another parameter that you have to calculate, that is Q factor. So as you know, formula of Q factor can be written as equal to omega naught L upon R, and omega naught can be written as 2 pi f naught, because omega naught is what? It is a angular frequency at resonance condition. So omega naught can be written as 2 pi f naught, where f naught is what? F naught is at resonant frequency in series RLC circuit. So Q factor can be written as 2 pi f naught L upon R. So you have a value for f naught, you have value of inductance, you have value of resistance, and you know value of pi is equal to 3.14. So just put all the parameter in this expression, and after the putting all the value of inductance, resistance, frequency and value of pi, you will get the value of Q factor, that is equal to 25.1327. So dear learner, in this particular session we have discussed about the series resonance condition. That means what will be the condition of the series resonance if series RLC circuit is considered. So as you know, for the series resonance, what is the condition? That means inductive reactance is equal to the capacitive reactance. That means XL is equal to XC. So because there is 3 electrical element are connected in series, that is resistance, inductance and capacitance. So for the series resonance, XL is equal to XC. That means value of the impedance of the circuit at the time of series resonance is equal to what? That means impedance of the circuit, that is Z, is equal to the resistance of the circuit. That means this series RLC circuit will behave like a pure resistive circuit. That means what will happen? That means current will be in phase of the voltage. So because impedance of the circuit is a minimum, that is equal to the resistance. So what will be the value of the current? Current will be what? Because current is inversely proportional to the resistance. So this resistance is minimum, that means current will be the maximum. So you can note down, at the time of series resonance, the maximum current flows through the circuit. And I already told you that in series resonance, the circuit behave like a pure resistive circuit. That means voltage and current are in phase. That means phase angle between voltage and current is equal to 0. So you can say in case of series resonance circuit, the power factor is 1. So that means it will behave like a pure resistive circuit. That means if you want to calculate the power at the time of series resonance, it can be written as P is equal to V into I. So in this particular session, we have discussed the series resonance. In the next section, we are going to discuss about the parallel circuit. How do you calculate the equivalent impedance? How do you calculate the current in the parallel circuit? And after that, we will discuss the condition for the parallel RLC circuit for the resonance condition. Thank you so much.